Okay, so 1.3, linear programming. So we have a question on precision. So it says the total number of workers, or the workers' hours per day available for production in a skateboard factory is 85 hours. There are 40 hours available for finishing decks and quality control each day. The table shows the number of hours needed in each department for the two different types of skateboards. So we have pro boards and speciality boards. So we're given the production time and the time for the deck finishing and quality control. So we're going to go back and highlight the information in the question. So the total number of workers' hours available per day for production, so production, in a skateboard factory is 85 hours. Okay, so this is production here. So this is in yellow. So we know this is going to be less or equal to 85. And then, if we have a look at the next part, it says there are 40 hours available for finishing decks and for quality control. So for finishing decks and quality control, which is this part here, we know that it says this is 40. So this has got to be less or equal to 40. So let's have a look what the question says. So write a system of inequalities to represent the situation. So the first thing we need to do is write an inequality. Now we need to decide a variable, so we can say let pro boards equal P and let speciality boards equal S. So we can use these variables for our inequality. So we have 1.5 hours and 1 hour is less or equal to 85. So this is 1.5. So we're going to have 1.5 P plus 1, so just write S, is less than or equal to 85. Now we're also, if we look at the second one, we've got 2 hours plus 0.5 hours. So this is going to be 2p plus 0.5 s, guess an s, and this is less than equal to 40. Now we can't make negative boards, so p has got to be greater or equal to 0, and s has got to be greater or equal to 0. So these are going to be our inequalities. Now, so this part done. So draw a graph showing the feasible region. So we can use Desmos. Okay, so putting the coordinates into Desmos, we are able to, or put the inequalities into Desmos, we can actually find this feasible region here. And we can identify the coordinates. So this is B, which is graph and show the feasible region. So this is the feasible region here. And then C, list the coordinates. So the coordinates we have are 0, 80, and we have 0, 0, and we have 20, 0. Now this is, so we've got on our left here, so this is the Y values, and then we've got our X values on the bottom. Okay, so we've got the specialty boards on the Y-axis, and then on the X-axis here, this is our Pro boards. So we've used X and Y when we've put this into Desmos. So what we need to do now is D. It says if a profit, so if a profit on a Pro board is 50 dirhams, so we've got 50, and the Pro board we called P, and the profit on a specialty board, which we called S, so we've got 65. Write the function for the total profit of the skateboards. So this is going to be, so we can say F of, and we're using P and S, is equal to 50P plus 65S. So this is going to be our formula for our profit. Then we have E. So E says determine the number of types of skateboard that need to have a maximum profit. So we're looking for the maximum profit. So we're going to draw a table. So we need to write down the vertices, and we're using P and S. So we have 0, 80, 0, 0, and 20, 0. So we've written our function of 50p plus 65s. And then our final part will be f p of s. So let's fill in our values. So 50 multiplied by 0 plus 65 multiplied by 80. 50 multiplied by 0 plus 65 times 0. And then 50 multiplied by 20 plus 65 times 0. So let's just tidy that up a bit. Okay, so now we need to work this out. So this is 0 plus 65 times 80, which will be 5,200. And 0 plus 0 is 0. 50 times 20, so that is going to be 1,000. And now we need to find our maximum. So the highest value, we'll find our maximum at this point here. Wrong one. Let's have a look. So at this value here. So what does this tell us? So the maximum, so to maximize profit, we need to make, now we said X, so X is first is Pro boards, so no Pro boards. And the Y value, 80, is specialty boards, and 80 specialty boards. So I'll just move this down. So we'll have a profit of 5,200 dirhams.